Hello and welcome back to our Journeyman Career Mode. We are here with Santos, Laguna in the Mexican League in Group 3. Now, this is obviously split into basically 2 seasons, so I want to try and win both of them before we move on to Group number 4. Still yet to get that international job offer. Maybe it will rear its ugly head today. And I want to say first and foremost, thank you for everyone that did put a comment in the last video letting me know when they got their international job, where they were playing. I've passed that information on to EA, and they are in fact looking to see if there is some sort of issue with those kind of things. They'll get back to me, you know, in due course, and I'll let you know if there is any updates on that. But at this stage, we don't have an international job. The next World Cup is 2022, which we are in April. So I'm pretty much assuming that we are not going to get a crack at this first World Cup. So unfortunately, all we can really do is motor along and just keep winning titles until someone decides to give us an international job offer, and then things will really start getting a bit more spicy. But for now, we are with Santos Laguna. We're ending the first leg of our, well, this is the second season section. It's quite confusing, but we've only got about a month left of games. We are sitting inside that championship. I'm not sure if we go to playoffs and that kind of stuff. No idea. We'll find out in this episode. So let's jump into it. We'll get scouting. We'll bring some players in, and we'll probably hit June in this one, July. So we might see some fresh regens coming through on that free agency list, and we can really start turning this Santos Laguna side over. Let's jump into the episode. Right, so if we take a look at April, there's 4 games. We'll play the last one against Lobos, and then there's nothing on the cards for May. So I'm assuming that there's some sort of playoffs. I have no idea what is going to be installed here. We'll just simulate along and see where the Journeyman takes us. Let's do this. Right, straight into an away game here against Tigres, and we get a goal from our captain Russo, and that is enough to get us 3 points. Right, we get a message through that the Samsung Blue Wings have been approached for Andy Dolan. It's only a loan deal, so I'm going to let that one go through. We don't care about loan deals. If they do come up for sale, though, we can try and swoop in and make a purchase. Right, we've got a home game here against Club Deportivo Toluca, and they've got an early lead. We come back through Lozano for a 1-1 draw. Right, it's a home game here against UNAM. And a 3-1 victory. We take 3 points again. Right, the final scout reports are in. We are here in Mexico. We've got Alberto Ponche, 73-94. Not the highest of prospects with his overall, but we'll bring him in. We need some players, so welcome to the academy. Right, we are here in Canada. It hasn't brought us back much either, but we've got Alexander Wood, 68-92, 6'5". We'll bring him in and have a look in the academy. And we are here in Scotland. We've got Lewis Reed, 75-91, and Riley McCall, 74-94. Let's bring them in, have a look in the academy. Right, so that means it's time to send our scouts out again. Still no international job offer. We'll continue to scout Mexico. And next we'll go to the comment section, so make sure you're leaving me some new countries to scout down below. Thumbs up on places you'd like to see us visit. The first one we're going to go with is from Bug Freak with 15 thumbs up to go to South Africa for Physically Strong. And the next one comes in from Chino Sator, who wants me to go to Peru for a playmaker. He's got himself a 92 rated winger. That is quite decent. 13 thumbs up. We're going to Peru for a playmaker. Right, first game of the episode is the final game of this regular second season. Oh, I'm so confused. But we're taking on Lobos, and the first team will roll out. Bruma back from injury. Russo is the captain at 78 overall, and hopefully the boys can finish off the season well, and we'll see what happens after this game. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go, the final game of this regular season, and we're doing all right. I can't remember where we are on the table, probably inside the top 5, hopefully, taking on Lobos at wherever we're playing today, somewhere in Mexico, and hopefully we can finish off this season with a win, and we'll look for 3 points. Let's do this. Borja Baston. He's a big unit. He's going to break through there. There's Vasquez. Back to Borja Baston. Oh my days, that is a brilliant strike. Our first real strike on goal for the day, and it's the league's top scorer. He was absolutely levelled one home here. And it's 1-0 to Laguna. Santos. Keeper stood no chance. A wonderful strike from the big striker. Where's he gone? Just blindsided by the defender. Keeper goes late, and it's 1-0. Vasquez. Valdez. Rivas. Oh, there we go. Santos Laguna starting to make a move here. Ricardo Gallo's barely had an opportunity to bring his own players in, but this team is now starting to play his style of football, and it's 2-0. to this Mexican team. We get a lovely angle of it here. Just went left. Oh, Bastos just jumps out of the way. Duarte, the goalkeeper, can't get a finger on it, and it's 2-0. Well, there's the halftime whistle. 2-0 to Santos Laguna. Right, Russo from 32. What's he got in his locker? Moves it around, but straight at the keeper. Valdez plays one through. Here's Russo into the box. Oh, leveled! Referee! Valdez plays one over. Here we go. Russo looks forward, cuts back, delivers inside. Oh, it's brilliant football. Santos Laguna with 3. Russo with a perfect delivery. I think it's Lozano getting the goal. 3-0, 65 minutes gone. This one's done and dusted. And the commentators have been talking about a playoffs berth, so I'm assuming that this goes to some sort of tournament mode. We'll find out after the completion of this game. Lovely ball from Russo. Lovely finish from Lozano. That's 3-0 to Santos Laguna. Oh, try and get that one out of there, keeper. Moving into the new season, but they've got an opportunity here. Lozano drives inside and looks for Russo coming through, but he's put it somewhere in the back row. Russo, that's a bit better. Valdez takes this. Oh! What a goal! 4-0. Santos Laguna and Valdez with something that is absolutely brilliant. You love scoring goals from. Oh, that is wonderful. That is a beautiful goal. I will take that any day of the week. Look at this one. Just curl late. Keeper, no chance. It's 4-0. Well, there is the full-time whistle. 4-0 going into the playoffs. Oh, we smashed it with 12 shots to 5, 4 goals. Player ratings, it's, let's have a look here. Valdez with a 9.4, man of the match. Right, time to take a look at the Youth Academy. Jose Luna, 74-90, the right midfielder. Not sure he's going to make the cut. We'll have to wait and see what happens there. He is 18. Eugenio Paz, 75-93. Ponche, 71-91. Prado, 75-93. Lewis Reed, 72-86. No, not good enough for me. And Wood as well, 85 released. Riley McCall is 75-94. Defensive minded. We'll see how he turns out. Do we want to bring Luna in? I don't think so, because we've got Russo at right midfield at this stage, and we're going to have some free agents coming in as well. We'll just hold and see if he wants a contract in the future. Right, so we finished the Clausura in 4th position on 31 points. So 10 points back on America. They didn't lose a game. So we've got a lot of work here to do if we want to turn this into a championship side. I'll wait and see what happens now. We'll need to simulate a few days forward, and then it'll probably let us know if there's playoffs and the likes. Right, we do go into a playoff system. So quarterfinals, we have drawn Leon. I'm just going to push through and simulate all of these unless we get to the final. If we get to the final, then we will play that one. Right, looks like it's a 2-leg quarterfinal system, and we are away for the first leg. We get a 2-1 victory, so that should be an aggregate score. Second leg of the quarterfinals, we're at home now. We've got another goal there, so that should be a 3-1 lead, and that should see us through to the semi-finals. Right, semi-finals here against Cruz Azul. Now, the way this looks to be structured is you play a Thursday and a Sunday game in the same week, so boys really aren't having time to recover. So we may need to look at, obviously, building our squad, getting some strength. We've got a red card there for Vasquez. We're down to 10 men. A penalty for Rodriguez gives them the lead. And Baston gets us back in. It's 1-1 on aggregate going to our home for the second leg of the semi-finals. Right, we've had to shuffle things around a little bit with the red card to Vasquez, or whatever his name was. We're back to 1-1 on aggregate score. This will put us in the final if we can get through this game. It's currently 2-2 on aggregate. Both teams have scored 1-1. And let's see if we can get through. It's a tiring team. Hopefully the boys can get over the line. Come on, we need a goal. I don't want to go to penalties. And they get the second, and that's probably us out for this part of the season, and some work here to do for Ricky Ricardo. A valiant effort. We're out in the semi-finals. Right, we're back here in Mexico with a Youth Scout report. Telmo Cuesta, 67-91, and Ramiro Sepulveda, 65-89. Looks like he's got great hair. Let's hopefully that potential rises in future reports. We are here in South Africa. Kaya Wagana, 46-62, 69-93 is the pick of the crop, but pretty average to be fair. And we are here in Peru. We've got Alicio Saavedra, 75-94. We're going to just monitor him a little bit further. Right, we're into June. Let's have a look at the academy. Jose Luna starting to drop away, 74 to 88. Paz 78 to 92. Ponche 69 to 85. Not good enough for me. Release 78 to 92 in Prado, and McCall 76 to 94. All right, here we go. Wellington Phoenix have got an offer in for Patrick Cook. 3.7 million from Botafogo. So that means if we want to go and get Patrick Cook, we can. Let's go and see if he is a decent player and worth bringing over here to Mexico. Right, so Patrick Cook is a centre forward, central attacking midfielder with high-low work rates, 3-star, 3-star, 5'7". He's got a nice little headband on there. Stat-wise, not too bad, 82 acceleration. He's still only 19 years of age. Now, they put 3.7 million on the table. His valuation is 4.5. Do we need him? Do we want him? It would be nice to bring him across. I'm assuming that he has a decent potential if I've shortlisted him. So it isn't the transfer window though, but it's almost the end, so we can try and spend a bit of cash here. Let's have a little bit of a dabble and see if we can bring Patrick Cook over here to Santos Laguna. Right, so we do a deal. We get our man Cook. I put one of the centre-backs in at the offer who was already 31 years of age, valued about $1 million. I think Rodriguez was 70 or so overall. So probably player for player on rating. It cost us about 2.8 million. Yeah, 2.8. But, you know, that's probably a good deal. And we've used our money here at the end of the season. It won't affect our transfer budget next season. And we get a player straight out. So good business there from Ricky Ricardo Gallo. Right, scout reports are back once again. Sepulveda still there at 70 to 90. And we've also added Valentin Guerrero, 69 to 93. And Thomas Luna, 68 to 94. We'll monitor them into next season. Well, South Africa not really bringing us back anything. We've still got Laguna, 72 to 92. We'll move on. And Peru, we've still got Alicio Saavedra, 74 to 94. We'll monitor him another month. Right, so let's have a quick look here. I'm not going to do a squad report till the end of the episode once we move into the new season. But Santos Laguna, actually, we probably should check on the youth, growth for this season anyway. Anyway, knocked out in the semis, and it was eventually Cruz Azul who beat us that got over Tigres 4-3 on aggregate. So that means that we go into the new season and we'll go to the Apertura. Now, I want to win the Apertura and the Clausura before we move on, hopefully, unless it drags on for ages. At least have to win one of them. But I would like to win both before we move on. Now, in the Clausura, Baston is the top goal scorer, 16 from 19 matches. He is going to run out of contract, and I'm going to let him go. I'm going to offload everything. It's a fire sale here. We want a quick turnaround at Santos Laguna. Hopefully, there's a whole heap of decent free agents that generate into the game, and we can start getting some youth players in. It might be a little bit longer of a turnaround, but I'm going to let as many of these players that are out of contract go. I want a full change over here, and hopefully we can hope our job and that international job offer better come bloody soon. Assist-wise, Russo got 6. Clean sheets, well, we didn't get a lot of those actually. Paul Crab only there with 4 out from 18 matches, so we probably need some defenders or a better goalkeeper. And Doria's got himself 3 yellow cards and a red card there for Vasquez. Right, we'll check in on the A-League. Wellington Phoenix sitting in 4th position, 44 points. They probably need to be doing better than that, but those players are still quite young and coming up through the ranks, so you'd feel that Wellington should start having a better season in the future. Now, the K-League, Samsung sit there in 3rd position, so we haven't left them high and dry either. Competitive, but I would like to see these teams, sitting around the top. Right, so let's have a real quick look at the squad. We're obviously going to do a full squad report later. A lot of these players will leave, and our squad will be reduced to quite small. Paul Crab, I'm going to keep him around, even though he's not one of ours. He was here when we got here, and he's showing great potential, so our best keeping option at the moment. Ainley have been training a little bit, 69 up 5. Bardi as well has been getting trained, 68 up 5. Rehak I'm trying to get rid of because he wasn't one of ours. Like Bruma, I'm just going to let go. 78 overall, 30 years of age, whatever. Let's just get rid of these players. Pavlenka's been getting trained, 69 up 6. Anderson, a little bit of training, 62 up 5, showing great potential. Glad's not one of ours. A lot of these lads are going to be moving on. Russo, 79 now, up 2. And Reyes Segura is a 69 up 8, showing great potential. I'll put a shitload of training into this lad because we're going to need a striker. He's got the pace. I just need to work on his finishing. Up 18, but still only 66. Abid is he one of ours? No, I don't think so. He's leaving. Menosi's not one of ours either. So we've got a lot of work to do here to bring in players, but some fresh free agents are just around the corner. Right, so we finished the season. We didn't achieve all of our goals, but they're happy to keep us on. So let's roll into the new season and finally look for some free agents. Right, so we move into the new season and must have left enough players to go because the board's just decided to make some signings and re-sign some players. We've got Cook in from Wellington Phoenix, so he sits in there at centre forward. They re-signed Baston on a 5-year deal, so I guess he can go up front there. We're missing a left winger at this stage. They re-signed Broomer on a 5-year deal as well. Barty's going to come in because the other centre-back's gone. Pavlenka plays, Anderson at CDM, so a few of the youth players and free agents have come through, but that is it. They've gone and signed Burgess and Jackie Chan Singh as well, and Bejarano. So, I mean, there's players in here. The board just decided that we needed squad depth. They've made the adjustments, and we've got the minimum amount of players. So we've got to bring in some free agents. We've got to sign some of these youth academy players and get a bit of squad depth going here because we're looking a little bit light compared to what we were last season. Training is definitely going to help. We'll heavily invest here in Anderson and Barty. Try and get a good 70-75 rated team up here. And fortunately enough, we keep Baston, even though I was going to let him go, and hopefully he can carry us forward while we get some training into Reyes Segura, who's at 69. But let's hope there's some decent free agents out there. I've got the scouts out there getting their ratings up, and hopefully we can sign a few players very, very soon. Let's jump into this window. Right, so cash-wise, they've given us 20 million to play with. Obviously, we've only got free agents, so we can definitely offer some big dollars if there's money flying around. But I want to keep some transfer budget as well. One, maybe upgrade the scouts to higher levels, or two, be able to swoop in and pick up some players that do go up from sale for Samsung and Wellington. Right, season objectives, signed a few youth players. We can do that, grow 1 by 5. Sell out 90% of games, whatever. Continental success, win the Copa Latino America within 2 seasons. Reach the semi-final. Okay, so there's a cup competition. Cool. And we want to reach the playoff final in both of these. Financially, finish the season with $3.5 million of unspent wages. Okay, let's see what we can do. Right, preseason tournament. Let's stay in America. Chase some coin. Right, so we probably need some players just for a little bit of squad depth, or we're not going to have enough players to fill out rosters with international duty and the like. So we'll sign up Prado, even though they've got low overalls, and Riley McCall. Jose Luna, will he get a gig? Sure, why not? Bring him in. Preseason starts off here against Montreal Impact. 3-0. We'll take it. Right, here we go. Taylor Lee has been approached by Leon. Wellington Phoenix, 8.1 million, and this is why we kept a bit of coin around. Let's go and have a look at Taylor Lee. Right, Taylor Lee is a goalkeeper. That would be handy. 6'5", 73 overall. Reactions only at 63. So maybe a hot prospect. Valuation of 9 million. What did they put in there? 8.1. We could possibly get him over the line and bring Taylor Lee here to Mexico. He's got a 5-star weak foot. What's he got going for him other than that? Do we want to blow all of our money here on a goalkeeper? I mean, we've got Paul Crab at pretty much the same rating. I just don't know about this one. I just don't know. Right, I think I'm going to let that one slide for now. I've got a feeling that we probably want to spend our money more on outfield players at this stage. Right, Portland Timbers, and it's a 1-1 draw. And we've sold Gonzalo Rayhack off for 370 grand to Fleetwood Town. Well, Correa's got an offer in from Club America. He's 29 years of age as a striker. You know, that money's probably not too shabby. I don't really want to sell to our competitors, but if we can get some decent coin, it might allow us to bring in some of those players that do go up for auction. So we'll send a delegation at least. And Javier Abella has had his release clause played by Fenerbahce. 5.3 million. There goes our right back. Well, Ainley comes in at right back here against Belgrano, and it's a 2-0 victory. Nope, 9 million's too much. That's fair enough. I don't want to sell to you. You're our opposition. New York City in the semi-finals. We've got about 650 grand for making the semis, and we go through 3-0. Jackie Chan Singh checks in with a goal. Well, we've got the final here against New England, and we lose it 2-1. Right, interest shown in Argus Korniakis. From Real Betis, only 1.6. Let's go and have a look at him. Right, Argus Korniakis. Korniakis, yes. Greek striker, 6'6", 4-star, 4-star. Playing for Wellington Phoenix, looks very good, and that would be an absolute steal at 1.6. So we're going to go in here and swoop and see if we can get this big Greek lad over here to Mexico. Right, we get our man Korniakis for 1.65, and strength is looking good. Acceleration, I mean, he's 6'6". And with 4-star, definitely an asset for the future here for this Mexican side. Right, so let's take a look at some of these free agents. We've got Skierdon, or Sheardon. I don't know how to pronounce his name, Alberto, but he's a 70 overall, a shit weak foot, but a high defensive work rate and some decent physicals, and will be a signing if we can get him here to Mexico. Let's see if we can get the transfer worked out. Right, so we get our first signing from the free agents. It's Sheldon there. 70 overall will come in and replace Anderson. He's still got some growing to do, so he can come off the bench. But that already helps out our team. We do need a left winger here. I don't think we can play Correa out there. Just doesn't have the pace. More of a backup striker. We'll see what we can do moving forward there. But Cook is there in the midfield. So we've got him in from Wellington. Let's see what else we can bring in. Right, Gelson Danny Santos Rodriguez, 66 overall, Portuguese left back, 6'2", high work rates. I think he'll probably be handy as a backup. We do need to bring in some squad depth, so let's see if we can get Santos Rodriguez over here to Santos Laguna. Right, so we bring in Santos Rodriguez, the left back up here, basically 6'2". I mean, he's only 19 years of age, so we'll definitely be able to play some games out there with Pavlenka. What else are we really missing? We need some more defenders. We need a centre back up here. We've got a lot of strikers at the club. Probably those two are our main. Prado is from our youth academy. So, yeah, we definitely need another centre back. And probably some wingers to come in and help out Russo. And, well, a left winger, there's just nothing around at the moment. Hopefully our youth academy is kind to us. Now, the Apertura season kicks off straight away here in July. We've got Monterrey and Atlas. I just want to get to the end of July and see if there's any options to bring players in, because we are a little bit thin. So we'll simulate those two games, see how the team is going to start off, and then we will move into August. Right, the final scout report from Mexico, and let's start filling up this academy. We're going to need some players, so I'll probably drop that potential down of requirement a little bit. Sepulveda is a striker at 74 to 90. He can come in. Guerrero, 72 to 92. Centre back, right back can come in. German Cifuentes, 81 to 94. Looks like a left midfielder, could be very handy. Thomas Luna, also a left midfielder, 75 to 94. And Feliciano Sepulveda, so the Sepulveda brothers in here, 78 to 94. Let's get them all into the academy. Right, South Africa, we've kept an eye here on Wagana, 71 to 87. If he's a centre-back, we might need him, so I'm going to bring him into the academy. And we've also got Leo Campa, 66 to 90. So let's get both of these lads into the academy. And Peru has pretty much brought us back nothing, but Alicio Saavedra, he'll make the cut here at 78 to 94. Looks like a right midfielder. Let's bring him into the academy. Right, so still no international job offer. We'll head off to Mexico. And I'll go to the comment section, so make sure you're leaving me new countries down below. Laurent Bernard has got in here on the Journeyman. He wants to go to Uruguay for physically strong. And JPC13 would like us to scout Venezuela for any. Right, let's take a look at this fresh crop of players. Now, Wagana is a centre-back. We do need one. 51 overall, not really going to do too much for us at this stage, but 71 to 87 potential, physically strong. We'll give him a little bit of time here in the academy. Eugenio Paz, 78 to 92. Valentin Guerrero, 72 to 94, looks okay. Ramiro Sepulveda, 5'9", 74 to 90, technically gifted. Hopefully he develops. Thomas Luna is a left midfielder, 54 overall, 75 to 94 potential. Handy. Alicio Saavedra, 51 overall, 78 to 94 playmaker. We'll see how he turns out. Sepulveda, a right back here, defensive minded, but 60 overall with 550 evaluation. Well, let's hope he turns 16 very quickly. Cifuentes, the left midfielder, here we go, 64 overall, 81 to 94 potential. Welcome to the first team. And we've also got Campa, 51 overall, 66 to 90. We'll monitor him. Right, Fuentes. We'll start him on the bench. And 79 sprint speed there already. 3-star, medium, and can play cam. And that means that I'll put Reyes Segura out here on the wing, basically, because he's got pace in behind Baston. And, you know, that team's starting to look a little bit more respective. Right, let's see how this team goes here against Monterrey. Baston straight in the goals again. It's a 1-1 draw. Right, Basikas are in for 6.9 million here for Correa. Now, 29, he's going to start decreasing. We're not going to get the money for him. I'm going to accept this offer. We've got a lot of strikers here, young strikers coming through. We've signed Baston on a 5-year deal, so let's get Correa off the books. Right, we're at home here against Atlas. Russo gets us underway, and it's a 2-0 victory. Right, Correa has been sold, 6.9 million, some more money into our budget. Let's hope that Wellington or Samsung are trying to sell off some players. Right, we are into a new month, so we can have a quick look here at our academy again. Laguna 71 to 85, Pars coming along. Valentin Guerrero has dropped away, and I actually am going to release him. Sepulveda's dropped off a little bit as well. Luna looks okay. Could definitely be handy, but we'll let him marinate in the academy. So Vedra as well. Sepulveda needs to turn 16, and Campa at 70 to 90 will hold. Right, so August I'm going to push through as well, and we'll play this game against Nesaxa? I don't know, whatever. We'll just play them and just try and get through here to finish off this episode. Right, we're away from home here against Tijuana. Baston strikes early, but it's a 1-1 draw. Home game here against Puebla, 4-1 victory. Right, next up is UNAM away from home. It's a 2-1 victory. Right, interest shown in Dominic Hill from Dortmund, 6.1 million. We've got some coins, so let's go and see what Dominic Hill is all about. Right, Dominic Hill is a striker, 71 overall, 5'5", 2-star, 3-star, and not really a lot to go for him here. I might just let him go to Dortmund. Jackson here has moved on to Nagasaki, but because he's already on our shortlist, I know that he is one of our former players. So we can go ahead and sign him if we want to. But at this stage, Dominic Hill, 5'5", I'm not sure he's going to be able to do for us much right here. Good curve, dribbling, and long shots, but yeah, I'm just going to let Dominic Hill go to Dortmund and get some experience, and maybe we can look at him later in the career mode. Right, interest shown in Timu Elias by Manchester United, 5.6 million. Is Elias someone we need to bring to Mexico? Right, Timu Elias is a right winger by trade, can play pretty much across that midfield, high work rates, not bad sprint speed. Oh, I don't know, I mean, valuation of 6. Is he worth bringing across? That is the question. 71. I mean, we could definitely use him. We need some wingers because our wingers aren't quite ready. That might be a valid purchase. So what did they put up there? 6. All right, let's see if we can get Elias across here, the Finnish winger. Right, so we get Elias. What it cost us? I traded off one of the Burgess or whatever it was, no-face player that they'd automatically signed, plus 6 million. But we get in the right winger that can play left midfield, high work rate. That was what we want to see, some good sprint speed, and that frees us up on the bench to have Reyes, Segura here, Cifuentes. Okay, so right midfield we're probably a little bit light on. But, the squad depth is building, and we're hoping to bring in some youth players as well. Right, it must be time to get some more gameplay into this. It'll just be 2 games in this episode. There's been a lot of transfer and managerial stuff, but we'll get to see Elias here, Cook as well, Sidone. I'm going to murder his name constantly through this one. I can see it already. Bardi, Pavlenka, Ainley. We've pretty much flipped this whole team over. From last season, it's just Paul Crab, Bruma, and Baston, and obviously Russo, Rivas there in the midfield. But we've turned it over pretty quickly, and we've been competitive. So let's hope we can, see how these players go. We'll worry about kits and numbers. Maybe at the end of this episode, let's get into this game and see if we can take 3 points and have a look at some of these new players. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Some more Mexican football for you. This is the first group, or what, first season, or whatever you want to call it, Apertura. And, we've been doing okay on the simulation. So we've got a new signing and a Finnish winger who's just got off the plane from New Zealand. Hopefully he can have a little bit of an impact here today. Let's get into this game. Fires one off. Russo growing in stature up to 79 rated now. He's rated in this team. He'll drive inside. Cook couldn't get on the end of it. Here is Rivas. Plays it inside. Finds Cook this time. It takes a deflection and Samba with the save. Shadone. Good touch. Russo to Cook. Lays off. Baston finds Rivas. Rivas! Oh, way off target. Russo. Baston. Plays this one off. There's Elias. Crosses back in, and there is a goal! I think it's cooking. It is. Cook with his first goal here, you feel, for Santos Laguna. Take the lead in the 27th minute. Well, he got bought late last season, made the transfer when the window opened. Here he is, leaping majestically to get the finish, and it's 1-0. Baston flicks one on. Russo drives forward. A look inside here for Baston. No, picked off. Russo does well this time. Finds Cook. Cook drives the line. Trying to fire one off, but picked off here in the midfield. I understand there's a lot of young lads around this team now, but good business from Ricardo Gallo. Cook puts this one out wide. Asks Russo to make the run, and he does. Here is the skipper, Russo. He'll look back inside. He's got Cook. And no power on that one. That was Cookie Dough. Well, there is the whistle for half-time. 1-0 to Santos Laguna. There's Rivas. Out wide. The skipper, Russo. Drives forward. Drives inside. Baston can't beat the keeper. Oh my days. That is poor defending, boys. 1-1. Bruma was running like he had one cylinder on the tank. And that just left us completely exposed at the back, and that makes it 1-1. Pavlenka with no hope in hell. Let's look here, there was two out there, and somehow he still gets through, gets the cross, and admits the man was unmarked. And off Pavlenka's dick, basically, into the back of the net for a 1-1, all level here. Look at that. Oh, off his shin. Fuck's sake. Good from Barty. Cook. Elias, back to Cook. Fires forward, Russo. The skipper. Can he set something up here? He's made a big run. He'll look back inside for Cook. Oh, good defensive work. Ainley. Sidone. Rivas. There's Cook. Turns his man. Oh, and picked off. Right, let's make some changes here. Korniakis is going to go up front for Baston. Cifuentes checks in for Elias on the left wing. And Reyes Segura, we're going to try him at centre forward and get Cookie out. He's done his job today. Oh, lovely touch from the Greek superstar. And here is Reyes Segura. Uses his pace to come forward here. Has he got the finish? No, he doesn't. It was Custard. Lays off. Rivas. Reyes Segura cuts forward. Lays it off. Here is the big Greek. Oh, good defending. Big defensive effort. Well, there is the whistle. It's a 1-1 draw. 10 shots to 9, an even contested game. And let's have a look here. Schiedone, I don't know. 8.6 though, man of the match. Right, transfer deadline day, 3 hours left, and Napoli are interested in Callum Griffiths. 2.1 million is the offer. Let's have a look at him. Right, Callum Griffiths is centre forward from Australia, 68 overall, a shit weak foot, and we're going to let him go. Right, we get the Manager of the Month award. That's nice. And the transfer window is shut. So let's have a look at our squad. Now, as for player upgrades, here's what we're going to do with this, because we brought in a shitload of players. We're not going to have time to turn them all over. But if you feel there is a player in this team that needs to be upgraded, I want you to put their upgrade down below. Now, if that upgrade gets 10 likes plus on it, whoever gets the most likes on their one, it needs to be a minimum of 10, and I'll upgrade that player. So let's have a look at this team. Paul Crabbe 78 up 2, not one of ours, but you know, a prospect. We've got a backup keeper there in Canonez. Ainley 70 up 1. Barty is a 70 up 2. Pavlenka 70 up 1. Santos Rodriguez showing great potential, 67 up 1. Someone let me know how to pronounce this name. Schiedone showing great potential, 71 up 1. Anderson has been approached, but that was for a loan spell. He's showing great potential, 65 up 3. Russo, 79. Luna, 54 up 2. What else have we got? McCall, 47 up 3. Cifuentes has the potential to be special, 66 up 2. Cook is an exciting prospect, 72 up 2. Elias, an exciting prospect, 72 up 1. So some good buys there. Reyes Segura, 69, showing great potential. Korniakis is an exciting prospect, 67 up 1. Prado is up to a 50 up 1. So if you want to make any upgrades to these lads' kits, let me know in the comment section. You're going to need 10 thumbs up on your comment for that player to be upgraded minimum, and we'll get those done in the next episode. Right, so that's where we finished. 6 games into the season. I think it's probably another 17 games and then into a tournament mode. So we need to stay up and about. We haven't lost a game, but a few draws in there. Once the players start getting some extra training and grow, we should be able to start running through this league. You'd feel we've got the players there to do it. That international job is still not here 12 episodes in. I just don't even know. But for this, we're doing all right. Hopefully you enjoyed that. A lot of managerial stuff taken care of, and we can concentrate on the rest of the season now with some more Youth Academy players. So that's the Journeyman done again for this week. Hopefully you enjoyed it. We'll see you in the next one. I'm Sparring DK. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, and you have a good one. This video is powered by Neurotech and their product Clarity. Now you can jump over to their website now, use the discount code DK10 for 10% off your next purchase. And I highly recommend this product. I use it every single day. It increases your energy, your focus, while reducing fatigue and stress. If you want to know how I get out all these videos and keep that work going, this is the product for you. So go and check it out. All the information that you need is on at that website. If you feel like making a purchase, chuck in at that discount code for 10% off. Now, if you are looking for more fresh content to check out, you can click one of these 2 videos. If you feel like subscribing, well, there's a button right there. Make sure you put on that notifications bell, and we'll see you next time.